Welcome back to Casa Corte, where we explore the art of interior design from grand historic estates to the most forward-thinking modern homes. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Michael S. Smith, the designer who brought a fresh yet respectful touch to the interiors of the White House. His work blends history, tradition, and contemporary comfort in a way few can match. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop us a comment with your thoughts about Michael S. Smith's style. Your engagement helps us bring you more inspiring design stories from around the globe. So, settle in and join us as we explore Smith's journey, his philosophy, and how he masterfully balanced the gravitas of America's most symbolic home with a warmth that makes it truly livable. Michael S. Smith is an American interior designer celebrated for his sophisticated yet approachable spaces. Born in California, he developed a love for design early on, drawing inspiration from both the classic architecture of Europe and the relaxed elegance of the West Coast. Over the years, Smith has worked with an impressive roster of clients, from Hollywood celebrities to global leaders. His design sensibility is defined by a deep respect for history, paired with a talent for infusing spaces with contemporary relevance. His career reached a defining moment when he was chosen by First Lady Michelle Obama in 2008 to redecorate parts of the White House, a project that would elevate his profile and cement his reputation as one of the most influential designers of our time. Smith's formative years in California gave him an appreciation for light, space, and an effortless style of living. This natural inclination for comfort would later become a hallmark of his design approach, even in the most formal settings. He studied at the Otis College of Art and Design in Los Angeles and later honed his craft in London, absorbing the city's layered architectural history and its eclectic mix of styles. This blend of American casualness and European refinement would become a defining feature in his work, perfect for a place like the White House, where tradition and function must coexist seamlessly. By the time Michael S. Smith received the call from Michelle Obama, he was already an established name in high-end interior design. His portfolio showcased an ability to create spaces that felt both elevated and deeply personal. The First Lady sought someone who could make the White House a warm, family-friendly home while respecting its historic significance. Smith's balance of formality and comfort made him the ideal choice. This commission was not just another design job. It was an opportunity to influence one of the most symbolic residences in the world, and Smith approached it with a deep sense of responsibility. At the core of Smith's philosophy is the idea that interiors should tell a story. For him, a room is not just a composition of furniture and fabrics. It's a reflection of the people who live there. He often draws on historical references, but rather than recreating the past, he reinterprets it in a way that feels fresh and relevant. This approach allows him to honor heritage while making spaces feel inviting. In the White House, this meant pairing timeless antiques with contemporary art and rich, traditional textiles with modern silhouettes, creating a space that felt alive and evolving. Designing the White House comes with unique challenges. Every design choice is subject to public scrutiny, and the building itself is a national historic landmark. Smith had to navigate a delicate balance between historical preservation and the practical needs of a modern family. Even the smallest changes required careful research and approval. On top of that, the White House is both a home and a stage for diplomacy, meaning every space must function beautifully for intimate family moments and grand state occasions alike. Michelle Obama envisioned a White House that felt welcoming, vibrant, and reflective of contemporary America. She wanted it to be a place where history was honored but not frozen in time. She and Smith worked closely to incorporate pieces from American artists, diverse cultural influences, and family-friendly elements into the design. This collaboration resulted in rooms that felt lived in and authentic, rather than museum-like, a notable shift in how the White House interiors had been presented in previous decades. The private quarters of the White House are rarely seen by the public, but they are where Smith's philosophy truly came to life. He introduced warm, earthy color palettes, comfortable seating arrangements, and personal touches that reflected the Obama family's tastes and interests. These rooms felt intimate and functional, a sanctuary for the family amidst the pressures of public life, while still retaining a quiet elegance. The staterooms, used for official events and diplomatic receptions, posed a different set of challenges. These spaces needed to project dignity and history while feeling current. Smith carefully selected furnishings and art that echoed the room's historical roots, often restoring original pieces rather than replacing. By integrating contemporary artworks and subtly updated textiles, he managed to keep these spaces relevant without compromising their gravitas. One of Smith's most notable contributions was expanding the White House art collection to include works by African American, Latino, and female artists. These additions reflected a broader and more inclusive narrative of American culture and history. It was a design decision with both aesthetic and symbolic impact, signaling that the White House is a home for all Americans. Smith often says that even the most elegant room should be a place where people can relax. In the White House, this translated to plush seating, inviting textures, and thoughtful lighting, elements that soften the formality without diminishing the grandeur. This approach helped the spaces feel less like ceremonial backdrops and more like real living environments, even for visiting dignitaries. Smith immersed himself in the White House's design archives to understand the evolution of its interiors over time. This research allowed him to make informed design decisions that honored the building's legacy while avoiding pastiches. His ability to weave historical context into modern comfort became one of the project's defining successes. When Smith's work was unveiled, it received praise for its warmth, inclusivity, and respect for history. Design critics noted how seamlessly the spaces balanced tradition and a contemporary spirit, creating a White House that felt both presidential and personal. Public tours revealed details that visitors found refreshing, color palettes that felt more human, artworks that told a broader story, and rooms that seemed genuinely lived in. Following his White House work, Smith continued to take on high-profile projects around the world, including luxury residences, hotels, and commercial spaces. His White House experience deepened his reputation as a designer who could handle both the demands of history and the needs of modern living. He also became a published author, sharing his design philosophy and insights with a wider audience. Smith's work offers valuable takeaways for anyone designing their own home. Respect the history of your space, blend old and new, and make comfort a priority. You don't need a White House budget to adopt these principles. Small changes like mixing antique and modern furniture, adding art with personal meaning, and using inviting textures can transform a room. Ultimately, a well-designed space should tell your story and serve your life, not just impress visitors. Smith's White House interiors remain a reference point for how to approach historic spaces in the modern era. His balance of reverence and innovation has inspired countless designers to see tradition not as a constraint, but as a foundation for creativity. As trends shift, Smith's work stands out for its timelessness, a reminder that great design is about connection, not just decoration. Michael S. Smith's journey shows us that design is as much about people as it is about places. His work at the White House is a testament to the power of blending history and modern living in a way that feels authentic and alive. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into his remarkable career and design approach. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Casa Corte, hit that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us keep bringing you the best in design stories from around the world, so stay tuned for more inspiring journeys into the spaces that shape our lives.